8. So today I'm gonna play Gradius. It's another game I played the shit out of as a kid. It's like it's a shooter game, but I used to call it a spaceshipy game because you play as a tiny spaceship, and in Afrikaans, if you add like an E sound to the end of most nouns, it turns it into like a tiny thing of that whatever it was. And yeah, so this is quite a difficult game, or it used to be when I was a kid. I don't know how it will be now. I'm pressing the select button just to fucking so it doesn't go into like autoplay. And yeah, I don't know what else can I say about it. It's made by Konami, apparently. I didn't know that as a kid, so well maybe I did. Probably just didn't pay attention. One thing I did like this game, like the music was always like it always stuck with me, and I think that's the case for most like games from this era. The music was always really good. It was like kind of like upbeat music. Sometimes really like they just played around with what they had, right? Because this was all like I want to say it's 8-bit like style games, but maybe this was like 16-bit. I can't remember. I'm not 100% sure. This is like an NES game, and I'm sure a lot of people play this as a kid, but who knows? So let's go. I don't know if I'll finish the game because, like I said, it's quite a difficult game, or I remember it being a difficult game. I did play it a little bit just to test to see if I can actually still play it a few weeks ago, but I haven't played it since then. So I don't know how it's gonna go. I'm not sure if I'll finish the game, but I'll play it for like about an hour and then just to kind of showcase it. I don't even think it's that long. I think it only has like 8 levels from what I remember. It seems to be a common thing. It might even have less than 8 levels for all I know. So cool, let's just go. Hopefully it sounds not too loud, but I will see how it goes. Oh shit. Oh my god, I'm missing everything. Jesus. How the fuck do I... Oh, there we go. Yeah, so like I said, it's gonna take me a fucking while to get used to this as well. So hopefully I don't get fucking wrecked. So far it seems fine though. Oh shit. Ah! I need more speed. So at the bottom of the screen you can see that's like your upgrades, and when you... Oh fuck off, I died. When you die you lose all your upgrades. So that's what makes these games difficult. It's similar to Contra, where you literally lose all your progress. Not progress, but any upgrade you had. Oh, fuck off. Okay, this is this is going poorly. Oh my god. Oh my god. And that's what happens when you like lose any fucking form of upgrade in these types of games. You literally go to shit like very quickly. I need a speed upgrade, man. I'm like so slow. Oh fuck, I got the wrong upgrade. I mean, this is a good upgrade to get. Oh, I see I got an extra life. Ah, fuck off, and I threw it away. Oh, I didn't get an extra life at all. Okay, well that was a fucking bad run. Holy shit. Oh, and you don't even get a continue, so if you fucking die, you literally just... it's just game over. Okay. So, generally I think you don't need that much speed, you only need like maybe it like once. Should have probably gotten that one. But maybe twice is like a good amount to have. Fuck. It's like obviously now because I'm recording, because when I played the game like a week ago, I fucking got to like the 5th level without like going game over at all, right? Actually, two speed ups seems to be put better. How the fuck did I get the laser earlier? Because I see the laser is like it's like way down there, right? Oh fuck, I missed everything. Ugh, and I crashed into the fucking... Okay, holy shit. Oops. Probably could have left that at the bottom there. Oh, right, this is the boss. You can actually just stay up here, I think, usually. But, I might die. Yeah, that was close. And then there's like usually a secondary boss as well. I think at the end of every fucking level there's usually a secondary boss. I think you literally have to shoot it down the middle. Okay, cool. Fuck. Oh, I see, these things have bullets now. Oh my god, I'm losing like up every... My fucking brain's like not even working. I was gonna say, I'm losing out on every fucking upgrade. I need a laser, man. The laser like does a lot more damage. How the fuck do I dodge this? You know, there's the fucking laser, but then... Now that I have the laser, I'm actually regretting it, because... You can see it has like a bit of a maze-like feel. What was option? It gives you a second, it gives you just little allies. That's cool. I need a speed up, actually. So I think 2 speed ups is a good amount to have. You don't want too many speed ups because then... Oh, shit. Shit. Chaos. Oops. Oops. Oof, if I die here, that's gonna be a fucking nightmare. Like I said, you lose all your fucking upgrades. I don't know why you always fight this thing at the end of the... It's like very strange. I'm doing a lot better than the first fucking attempt. Oh, laser's so much better. I don't actually know what that is. I think I should get another... Oh, it kills everything. Fuck. Trying to avoid the fucking bullets. I don't know what the thing at the end is. I see... Oh shit. Dude, what the fuck? Yeah, right, you can kill these statues. Fucking Eastern Island statues. Missed. Fuck. Mouse boost. Lost all my fucking... Okay, wait, there's one speed up, at least. I think I should get the missile. You fucking cunchies. Oh my god. Lucky. Got an extra... Oh, fuck, I put it. Boost. Can I not destroy this thing? Whoops, whoops. Oh, holy shit balls. Oh, fuck. Yeah. Blah, 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 blah. Oh no. Lost all my fucking upgrades. What's the fucking boss here? Oh, shit. Fuck. I think I'm actually gonna go game over again. Holy shit. And like I said, I didn't see it continue, so I don't know how that's gonna fucking go. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Game over. I mean, did I say continue? Yeah, no, you have to restart the game. Holy shit. Okay, let's try again. It's like you literally have to, you can't die. As soon as you die, you're fucked. Fuck, they don't give you enough chance to... Okay, well, I think the laser is better than the fucking double. But maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the double is better if you... I'm not gonna get that bottom one. Maybe the double is good if you have the extra shot buddies or whatever. Because, I mean, you can see the laser just deals with everything so much easier. Just cuts through everything. Oh, these things are top gonna fucking hurt. Okay, nice. I think that you used to be able to get points at that. Yeah, this makes it so much easier, because now I've got to back up the laser, like, actually has like, it's like creates a wall for me. Fuck, almost down. Well, I'm doing a bit better at the moment. I think I need to use the speed up, honestly. I can't remember how many of these like ally things you can get. Because I see it's still an upgrade there at the bottom, so maybe you can get like a ton. Wow. Like right in the fucking middle. Oops. Fuck. Oh, you can get more. Well, this is obviously one of the best fucking upgrades. Shit, I missed one. I see, you can't get more. Now, I don't know what the... I don't know what the question mark is at the bottom. I don't want the double, honestly. Ugh. Fuck, it's a difficult game, man. Get it. Fuck me. Fuck, I should have used the question mark. Now I've like lost... I lost the opportunity. Oh, fuck. Right, this was the... this fucking ass. I lost fucking everything. Oh my fucking god. Jesus. Yes. Kill yourself. It is the way of the future. Okay. Might as well use the fucking double. Oh, this is gonna go fucking splendid. Oh my god, okay, well I think I'm gonna just go game over again. Holy shit. I mean the game, you can, as you can see, the game is fucking punishing. If you die, that's literally it, you might as well just restart the game. Fucking god. I mean, I managed to beat this game when I was a kid, but I think it's because I had a lot more patience, because I'm getting frustrated already. I think if I go game over, I'll try one more run, and then I'll probably call it. Because, I mean, you can see what the game's about, right? It's actually like an arcade style, it's similar to Raiden. And, well, there's a bunch of games like this, right? There's always been a bunch of games like this. And I think it's always had like a fan base. Especially in Japan, where I think bullet hell became very popular in like the 90s. So it became more about like... Because this one's obviously not like a bullet hell, it's like more like Contra. But it's still like, you still have to dodge bullets and stuff. But It's not as intense as like a bullet hell or whatever, like some other games. Fuck. Yeah, okay, I'll try one more run. My score is fucking worse there, right? I can't believe there's no continue, that's like crazy. Ugh, I missed one. That's all it takes. You have to kill the whole set to get the power up. Yeah, the fucking laser is like so much better than everything else. I think I should actually get the speed up so I can be a bit faster. I like two speed ups, but I think you can do the speed up as much as you want. So it's like I don't think there's a limit from what I remember, but it gets like it becomes so difficult to control your spaceship if you go too fast. Shit. Didn't have the confidence to go underneath that mountain. I think you get like 1,000 points if you go underneath it. So I actually lost out on some points there. Oh, fuck. You always have to watch out at the top there if you just stand there at the top, because oh, I'm doing quite well now. I think there was... because the things can come from behind and they can like hit you. I should be okay for this one. I mean, there could still be like a stray one that gets through. I want to say there was a... No. There are like hidden areas where you can like, if you go there, you get like extra points, but I can't remember where exactly they are. I think you have to do it like very exact. You have to like almost touch like the walls, like the mountain or whatever, the rocks. So it's like dangerous to do it. I'm gonna try the question mark just to see what the fuck that does. I don't think you can add double... Oh, it gives you like a shield. What the fuck, I should have fucking done this. So I wonder how that works now. This one's annoying, I can't get it. Oh, Jesus. Oh, how the fuck? Dude, this is... Okay, so you can only get 2 allies. Oh, Jesus. So I want to know if the shield gives me... like, what it actually gives me, right? Like if it just prevents bullets from, like one bullet from the front, or what the deal is. Oh, fuck these little alien fish. Problem with this boss is they're so random that it's like you can still... Oh, you know what? There might be no. I was gonna say there's... Maybe I just did it incorrectly. Might be actually better just to stay in the middle here instead of where I stood before. Fuck, it's so chaotic though. It's like you really have to pay attention from where they like fucking spawning. Ah, fuck you. Jesus. Oh my god. It doesn't fucking end. Holy shitballs. I mean, this is definitely the best run I've had so far, because I haven't died yet. Oh, this thing is doing a different thing this time. Oof, it's shooting faster. I wonder if it's because I'm like more powered up. Yes. Oh, and I got an extra 1-up. So 100,000 points, you know, to get the 1-up. I don't even need these upgrades anymore. Because now I don't know what the fucking best strategy is to go about collecting upgrades. I guess you get points for them. I'm actually not sure if you get points for them. Fuck. Oh, master boost. Oh, it looked like it actually deflected a bullet there. Oh my god. Oh, okay, I see. The shield gets red, so it's gonna deflect 3 bullets. That's great. I need to keep it on this actually because there we go. Okay, so it just fucking blocks bullets from any fucking angle. So this shield is fucking amazing. Dude, oh my god, I lost my shield so quickly. Oh my fuck. I feel like the game actually gets more difficult the more upgrades you have, because I felt, yeah, look how slow it is now. Right? Oh, fuck off. Jesus. I think the game actually has adjusted, how do I say it? Adaptive difficulty. Because what? How the fuck did I'm not touching that. Oh, what a lot of bullshit. Oh my god, I went from like being godlike to like a piece of shit in like the space of like a minute. Ugh, that fucking annoys me. Okay, well, I mean, what the fuck am I gonna do now? Oh my god, I can't believe I lost all my fucking upgrades. I was like, yeah, that pisses me off. Just gonna fucking go past this. Okay. Ah! Fuck you, you fucking cunt. Oh my god. What? Okay, cool. So that was fucking Gradius. I'm gonna call it because I'm getting frustrated. It's a good game, but you can see it's fucking difficult, right? It's like I went from being like super uber boosted, 1 death, and that I was just like, that's it. I was like completely fucked. I think it's worth playing if you're into like these types of games. Because this is the first one I remember playing, like, I mean, shooter style game. That was like this, where it had like a moving background and stuff. The other one is probably Twin B. And there was 1942, which was like a sort of old World War II sort of plane that you play as. And then Top Gun was another one that I played. But Top Gun was more like first person. Flight simulator style game. But I think I played this one probably the most. But I did play Top Gun a lot too. And Twin B actually. So I did play Twin B a lot. Twin B, like, I don't know how many levels that has. I don't think I ever finished that. I think it literally just goes on and on and on. I think you get to a point where it just loops and then it restarts, but you still fight like stronger enemies and stuff. Or the levels get the levels and the bosses get like randomized, or not randomized, but they get shuffled, where the boss for like a specific level will suddenly be one, like the first boss or the third boss or whatever the fuck. But the level will be like the first level or something like that. It's like, I think that's what happened with that. So anyway, I think Gradius is still a cool game. It's like really frustrating that I don't have a continue. I don't remember that it didn't have a continue, because Contra has a continue, right? So in Contra, it's not as punishing. But this is very punishing once you're dead. That, like, if you die once, you can literally just basically give up and restart the game, because you can see it becomes so difficult to get back to where you were. And I could tell that the game actually, it looked like it was getting harder. So it must have some sort of, because the bullets and stuff was like way more, like it started getting faster and stuff. So I think it has some sort of adaptive difficulty or whatever, where if you start doing too well, they actually punish you for it, to make it like even harder than it already is. So anyway, cool. Shot. Hope you enjoy me like struggling with this fucking game from 1986. That's the year I was born. So it came out the year I was born. Yay. Getting fucking old. Cool. Shot. Don't know what else to say. Cool game. Play it. And I'll see you on the next one. Shot and cheers.